Shalom, everyone. In this week's parsha, we learn about Yitro, Moses' father-in-law, who comes and joins the nation of Israel. When does he join them? He joins them after the splitting of the sea and after the war of Amalek. Why were these two events the things that caused him to come join them? And it wasn't before, when they already went out of Egypt. So this is connected to the idea of God having a war with Amalek. Why does God have a war with Amalek? Amalek represents the evil in the world because it's an energy that doesn't want to believe in God, that wants to deny God. And anyone that goes against the nation of Israel is basically going against God. So that's why Amalek hates the nation of Israel, because we are the nation of God. Amalek is connected to the impurity of the snake. And this is the energy that we have in our life of things that are holding us back from holiness, things that are holding us back from the good in our life. So that's this negative, evil energy in the world that's always trying to trap people in bad. And especially someone who's trying to get closer to holiness, it's always coming to fight him, to fight her, to fight that person. And that's why God has a war with Amalek. God has a war with evil. It especially affects people that it's called like Baalei Tshuva, converts that are trying to get closer. That's why this evil will try to fight them, because it doesn't want them to get closer to the holiness. So it's called the dirty garments of the snake, of the primordial snake that was in the Garden of Eden. So how do we subdue Amalek? We subdued Amalek by going out of Egypt, by splitting of the sea, by going to Israel, because that was the whole purpose of going out of Egypt and splitting the sea, to get to Israel. So that's why Yitro was so impacted by this event of the splitting of the sea and the war of Amalek. He understood that it's a great merit to get closer to holiness, to really convert and become a real Jew. This is the war that's with Amalek, that's always fighting every day. He felt basically that God was making a huge revelation here. He understood that when the sea split, this was the idea of the waters revealing the deeper wisdom that is in the world. It says that even the most simple person, simple slave even, saw more than the prophet Ezekiel, who was in Babylon, who saw images of God. That was on the splitting of the sea. The simplest person saw more than one of the greatest prophets ever. And so that's why we said that Paro and Egypt fell then, and they merited going to Israel, at least spiritually. They started the process of going to Israel. And this is subduing the evil, which is connected to Amalek, and this is subduing the things that are holding us back from holiness. And this is connected to the great knowledge that was revealed, which we just mentioned. The great knowledge which will also be revealed when the Messiah comes, that the prophet Isaiah says, the world will be filled with knowledge of God like the waters of the ocean cover the earth. So sometimes when we do go through these holy experiences, that's when Amalek came. Amalek came after the sea was split. So too in our lives, when we're actually getting closer and holier, the evil will come. So we always need to try to reconnect, so we protect ourselves from that evil. We protect ourselves from that energy which is trying to bring us down. So may God bless us all, that we have the power to do this in our lives. Shabbat Shalom.